I am so sick and tired of hearing people say subscribers don't matter. Not my words. That was the headline of a Reddit post that I saw today. And it's a really deep Reddit post, and people are furious. And honestly, if that's how you feel, I get it. And when people like me come in and say subscriber count doesn't matter, it can feel a little dismissive because you've been grinding towards YouTube monetization requirements of 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. And it can be a wee bit frustrating. Let me say these words properly. But yeah, I understand that. But we're going to dive in today, and I'm going to give you the full picture. And hopefully I can help clarify some of this. And even YouTube has made some additional changes that can sort of make this make more sense. Here's the truth. Subscriber count itself isn't really the full picture. Yes, it feels important when you say that's what YouTube is looking for, but that's not what YouTube is really looking for. Today, I'm going to break this down and try to give you how these numbers fit and why subscriber count is really, the conversation of subscriber count doesn't matter is really an oversimplification of what's really going on. So the first thing you need to know is there's a reason why YouTube came up with that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the first place. That number, that milestone is a proof of audience maturity. And I don't mean like how old they are, but in the fact that you've been able to build something based on the product that you're working toward. These show in a bullet point that you are being consistent in placing this content out there. And the watch time comes from saying that people like what you're putting out. If you just made a video every day going, yo, and you stopped and, nobody really watches, you put out a 3-minute video, people watch 30 seconds, you're not really creating content that's beneficial to YouTube. You're not creating content that's beneficial to your audience. You're not creating content that's beneficial to anyone. And so a lot of people get the frustration because they don't have any watch time. And this is painful. This is painful to hear. If you're not getting, at least 2-3 minutes of watch time on a 10-minute video, the video isn't giving the value that people want. And it can be frustrating. Some of the videos that I've made that I think should be just perfect in my brain, and nobody watched it. There's other videos that I made where I feel I absolutely screwed up everything and people watch it all the way to the end. So you make adjustments, you adjust your content, to get there, but that's a whole different video. We won't get into that too heavy, but it's really about that. And it's also about protecting the platform. YouTube is giving themselves time to evaluate your channel, looking for that quality, looking for that consistency, also looking for policy compliance to make sure that your content is going to be beneficial to their clients, which are the ad buying people. In my company, we buy YouTube ads. So we want them to land on videos that are good. We don't want them to land on videos that are trash because the people that watch that aren't going to become our customers. It's not very helpful to us. And it's a very, expensive proposition, right? Also, by saying that they want that 4,000 watch hours, they are absolutely encouraging consistency because you have to get that 4,000 watch hours within 12 months. Now, there's people who are posting videos once a month and trying to figure out how you're going to get 4,000. If you make 12 videos, getting 4,000 watch hours is a little bit hard. You're not proving your consistency. So why should you get a cut of the ad revenue if you're not coming here and being part of the show? It's reality. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be as clear as possible. So what that subscriber count is it is not a healthy measure. It is not a measure of a healthy channel. It is a description that says you are being consistent. You've sort of built something. So how do we get there? If subscribers don't count and watch hours don't count, then how do you really get monetized? How do you grow a channel? Well, that number is about who your regular viewers are. And it's about what new viewers you're bringing to the table. And it shows the difference between your regular viewers and your casual viewers. I'm going to pull up a chart, something that YouTube recently changed. YouTube recently changed this here. If you click on audience in your analytics, it shows what your monthly audience is. Now, my channel hasn't quite hit 20,000. I'm at 19,600 or 19,500 and some change. But I have 24,000 people over the last 28 days that have decided to become and hang out with the LGL fam. When we go down a little bit deeper, it's showing me in this block here that 91% of the people that watch the channel are brand new viewers. And 6.5% of them are just casual viewers, right? It even tells you what those viewers mean. Watched your channel in, 5 months over the last year, like they come back and forth, so to speak, right? But then your regular viewers are people that come to your channel 6 or more times a month in the past year. That's you guys. That's my regular, that's my hardcore. That's sort of the people that are part of the LGL fam. Those are the stream people, more than likely. But 91% of the people are sliding by. Here's why. Before, you thought that having a high number of subscribers means you're going to get a high number of views on the video, and that's not true. I was just talking about a channel that I'm loving right now. I call him Nephew because he's a Raiders fan and he's into 3D printing. But there's a buddy that I've been watching named Josh Make Stuff. He's 8 videos in, and he already has several videos on the channel that are pushing like 60, 70,000 views. One of them well over 130,000 views because he's making content that resonates with his audience, because he's delivering this absolute value. He will be at 100,000 in less than a year because the content that he's making and the people that he's serving them so well with such high value that they keep coming back and watching again and again. I definitely videos on Josh's channel I've watched 2 and 3 times. And it wasn't built all on shorts. This is mostly long form content. You see, so when you're creating stuff that causes regular viewers to come back, they watch longer. They click on more videos. They begin to trust you more. So of my channel, about 5% of the people know me like a friend. The other people are still new. And that's up to me to keep working on them and making more content that aligns with them. And then maybe they'll subscribe. Now, the way the algorithm works nowadays, it's not about the popular videos. It's about the videos that you're interested in. And I've been saying this over and over again. I'm going to keep repeating it. Every day I go to my homepage, I am being fed recommendations for people who are less than 1,000 subs, who are less than 10 videos in. That's how I found Josh. I found a girl the other day who is showing us, about going through psychology school. And maybe it's because I recently started therapy and I was looking up some of the things my therapist said. And here's an up and coming therapist who just popped up in my channel. She has 3 videos. Like it's kind of crazy, but this is how it works. So here's what's going to help you. You want to create binge-worthy content. We're looking at playlists or series similar to the Da Vinci series that I just did. You want to deliver clear value in your titles and your thumbnails. And you want to create videos that keep people longer. And yes, you need a hook to set the hook, but you don't have to be the person. I see these guys all the time, and it's a little bit irritating because I don't think our people watch like that. They're like, create the hook and then add the hook and then add the hook and delay the payoff until the end. Not a fan of that completely. There's sometimes where you want to have a little suspense in there, but like just playing games with the audience, also not super cool, right? That'll really just make people mad. So I just want to remind you that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours aren't a random hook that YouTube makes you jump through. It's basically to prove that you built something that lasts. Subscriber count alone will not keep your channel alive, but you combine it with strong content that make the viewers keep coming back. You will get those watch hours. You'll have regular viewers, and your viewers will tell 2 friends, and then they'll tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. You know what I say? I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was you, let me know in the comment section below. I hope this breakdown makes more sense and help you understand it. And if not, what I really want you to do is, yes, Paul, I'm saying it. Don't laugh at me. I want you to go to your YouTube analytics and click on the audience tab and see what your monthly audience looks like in comparison to your subscriber. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. And it's almost, yeah, I heard this, Rob from vidIQ say this. It would kind of be cool if they switched it, instead of showing subscriber count, show them what the audience looks like. But that might cause, undue stress for creators and, make their brains go a little cuckoo. So just remember, it's not just about the subscribers. If you're creating stuff that's answering questions, giving people what they want, they will come. If you're just being an entertainer, if you're entertaining, they will come. If not, just keep working. You'll eventually find your audience. You will eventually find your audience. If nothing else, you will get better at creating content until you're at the point where you can get there, right? Trust me, Mrs. Fields did not sell that first batch of cookies. If you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button. Yeah, I said it. Ring the notification bell. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video that I think you should watch. And I agree with him.
I need to know everything. Who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George. I hop in the Porsche. It's 5 and a horse. I'm ready for war. I'm coming for throats to turn to a ghost. I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them in talk.